How to find your Ikigai in 2022. That is something I'm going to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai Diet and the founder of this diet, and also the founder of Ikigai Biohacking. Right, so in the last video, I shared with you my New Year's resolutions in 2022. So today, I'd like to talk about something similar, but not so much about your resolutions, but more like hopes and things you want to do this year in terms of Ikigai. Now, what does Ikigai mean? Ikigai is a Japanese word. It means like a reason for living or purpose of living. Yeah, but actually there are two meanings of Ikigai. The first one is more like a daily joy or daily pleasure that motivates you to live. Yeah, for example, like a morning coffee. Some people enjoy drinking coffee. That can be your Ikigai. Or like seeing your grandchildren, makes you happy and smile and you look forward to it every day. And that can be your Ikigai. Yeah, right. And the second meaning of Ikigai is slightly bigger and more serious one. It's more like a life purpose or kind of like your goal. Yeah, like a big goal. Yeah, that drives you, that really motivates you from the bottom of your heart to continue living and contribute. Yeah, right. Okay, so, but today I would like to talk about the first meaning of Ikigai, like daily joy or pleasure, because this is often talked about in the context of blue zones. The centenarians, yeah, Ikigai is one of the factors of longevity, and centenarians usually have an Ikigai or some Ikigais, because you can have more than one Ikigai. Yeah, right. But in the context of 2022, what kind of Ikigais do you want to have in 2022? Right. So one theme is health. Yeah, more than ever, you want to stay healthy this year because of the pandemic. Yeah, it's a continuation of 2020, 2021, and this year still, the pandemic is not completely finished. Yeah, and anyway, you want to stay healthy from now on because it is a risky time to be sick, to develop, diabetes or cancer or any kind of lifestyle disease. Yeah, you want to stay healthy. Yeah, for all of us, really. Yeah, and then even though if the pandemic is finished, still you want to be healthy anyway. Yeah, because you don't want to develop any kind of lifestyle diseases anyway if you want to live long. Yeah, right. So you want to think of your daily pleasure or daily joy in terms of health. Right. For example, some people enjoy eating cake. And eating cake can be your Ikigai too, but does it support your health? Maybe not. So then change that to something more healthy, yeah, such as walking, yeah, like, well, I go Nordic walking every morning, and that has become my Ikigai now, yeah. So I really enjoy walking. Walking itself is very fun. It's something I look forward to doing every day. Plus, during walking, I feel alive and fulfilled, and that motivates me to live. Yeah, so that has become my Ikigai. So that's an example of a healthy Ikigai. Yeah, or another example would be intermittent fasting. I have been practicing it for a year now, and well, I don't look forward to doing it so much, but when I complete it, so usually I fast from 8 p.m. until 1 p.m. the next day for 17 hours. So at 1 p.m. when I have lunch, I feel a sense of fulfillment or kind of a accomplishment, right? And that became my ikigai, especially in my case, because I practice Hare and Ke intermittent fasting, where I practice fasting only 5 days a week and take a break on the weekend. Every Friday at 1 o'clock, when I finish my weekly intermittent fasting, I feel a great sense of accomplishment. And that is my ikigai now. Yeah. And also practicing the Ikigai diet itself is my ikigai. Yeah. And it can be your ikigai too. Yeah. So every day you plan a healthy meal. So cooking can be your ikigai. And now I'm especially interested in adding a new fiber-rich ingredient in my list. I try to find 30 different types of fiber-rich ingredient, yeah, to feed my gut microbiomes every week. Yeah, so I try to diversify my ingredients as much as possible. So, for example, before I was eating only shiitake mushroom, but now I eat shimeji or maitake, hiratake, and so on to include different types of mushrooms. Yeah, and then so you can find new type of vegetable, new type of grain, new type of beans, nuts, seeds, seaweeds. Seaweeds, maybe you may only eat nori. Yeah, in that case, try to eat wakame or hijiki or kombu and so on, right? And that can be your ikigai, right? Okay. Now, the second theme of this year for me is spirituality, and it is for you too, because we are in the age of air now. So we had the Great Conjunction in December 2020, and 2021 was the first year of the age of air, and now we have entered the second year of the age of air. Now, to know more about the age of air, please watch my other video. It is called, Is the Age of Air a Japanese Phenomenon? Right. But I will just put it simply. Yeah. So we have moved from the age of Earth to the age of air. And in the age of Earth, everything was more materialistic, material possessions and, money and land, and those are very important. But in the age of air, the spirituality became more important. Spirituality or individuality, freedom, sustainability, diversity, and so on. Yeah. So today, let's just think of one thing, spirituality. So more and more, spirituality is critical. And anyway, it helps your longevity too. Yeah. To know about it, please read my book, The Ikigai Diet. Right. Okay. So this time, finding your ikigai that support your spirituality. Okay. So in the book, I introduced you the meditation called Shinon Kansha meditation, which is to appreciate God for manifesting a positive reality into your life. Yeah. In other words, be grateful for things that you feel happy about happening every day. Yeah. In my case, I'm happy that I live in the countryside. I'm happy that I am able to go Nordic walking every morning. So I appreciate God for manifesting that kind of reality. Yeah. So Shinon Kansha meditation. I also made a video on it. So please watch it if you want to know more in detail about Shinon Kansha meditation. So yeah, so practicing Shinon Kansha meditation can be your spiritual ikigai. Yeah. Or going mountain climbing can be good. Yeah, it is a healthy ikigai, but also it is a spiritual ikigai, because mountain climbing is often regarded as a spiritual pilgrimage in Japan, because gods are believed to live on highland. Yeah, but in any culture too, I think when you go to elevated place, yeah, you feel more kind of sacred in a way, right? So like climbing a mountain can be your ikigai. Like you can climb a mountain once a month or once every 2 months, and then that can be your ikigai, yeah. Or living according to the celestial rhythm, such as new moons, full moons, equinoxes, solstices, yeah. So I go to a power spot every equinox and solstice, yeah. And then in new moon and full moon, I have other rituals, yeah. So that can be your ikigai, to just live, according to the season and become more like aware of the natural surroundings, the season, the celestial events, and it will working in the garden too. Pay attention to the insects and weeds and all those, or the microorganism in the soil too, to become in touch with the microorganism is very important now, to be in tune with your gut microbiomes and the microorganisms in the soil and so on, right? Okay, so yeah, there's so many things you can do to support your health and spirituality. Just think of an activity that makes you feel happy and that can support those two areas in your life. Okay, now the second meaning of ikigai is like your life purpose or slightly bigger goal, right? So that is something I'm going to talk about in the next video, how to find your ikigai in that context in 2022. Okay, so thank you for watching today. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, and again, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai Diet. Now, if you want to plan your healthy lifestyle and especially diet, please read this book. It gives you all the details of what to eat, what not to eat, how to eat, and everything. Right. Okay, so I will see you in the next video. Live with your Ikigai.